Hello students, welcome to Software's classes. Today we'll be talking about difference equations. Before we go into a difference equation and go deep into the difference equation thing, we first need to know that what is a difference equation. So difference equation is basically it is an equation which contains an independent variable, a dependent variable, and the successive differences of the dependent variable. So these are the three things that a difference equation consists of. It consists of an independent variable, a dependent variable, and the successive differences of the dependent variable. So the structurally it looks like, if we have an equation of the format such as phi of x comma f of x comma del of f of x comma del square of f of x, and then it goes on up till we have del n of f of x, then which is equal to 0, then this kind of equation, this equation is a difference equation. Not differential equation, difference equation. Don't confuse it with differential equation. It is a difference equation. So as you can see, this entire structure can be rewritten in the form of psi of x, f of x plus 1. Basically del of fx we can write as f of x plus 1, then del square f of x we can write as f of x plus 2, and that will go on up till f of x plus n, which is equal to 0. So this structure is also a difference equation. This structure is also a difference equation. So the thing is that here phi and psi are known, but the function f is unknown. So as you can see over here x is the independent variable, f of x is the dependent variable, and del f of s, delta square and del square f of x, del n f of x, these are the successive differences of the dependent variable. So as such, this contains all the three requirements, and this is a difference equation. Okay, let me give you some more examples, of difference equation. So one example that I can give you is f of x plus 2 minus f of x plus 1 plus 2 of f of x is equal to 0. This is a difference equation. Another example that I can give is del square f of x minus 6 del f of x plus f of x is equal to x square. This is also a difference equation. And also another difference equation can be written as f of x plus 3 minus 9 f of x plus 1 is equal to cos of x. Let this equation be numbered 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now this the f of x can also be denoted by u of x. So these equations, so therefore the equations 1, 2 and 3 will become, we can write this down as f of x plus 2, we can write as u of x plus 2 minus u of x plus 1 plus twice u of x is equal to 0. So this we can write down as equation 4. The next equation, which is del square f of x, we can write down as del square u of x minus 6 del of u of x plus u of x is equal to x square, which is the equation 5. And then the third equation, which is f of x plus 3, we can write as u of x plus 3 minus 9u of x plus 1 is equal to cos of x, which can be written down as equation 6. So these are the examples of difference equation. Now we'll go into another topic that is of very importance, and that topic is known as the order of difference equation. So order of difference equation. So order of difference equation is basically the difference between the largest and the smallest arguments appearing in the difference equation. So this is known as the order of difference equation. So basically, if x plus n is the largest argument and x is the smallest argument of a difference equation, in that case order will be equal to x plus n minus x, which is equal to n. So as you can see in equation 4, you can see that largest argument is x plus 2 and smallest argument is x. So therefore here order is equal to 2. In this case you can see that here u of x is, here the largest argument is also x and the smallest argument is also x. Argument does not change. So basically in that case the argument ordered is basically, we can say that order can be 0. And in the third case you can see that largest argument is x plus 3, smallest argument is x. So therefore in this case order is equal to x plus 3 minus x plus 1, which is equal to 2, and here also order is 2. So this is what I found out. Now we'll try to go into understanding the solution of difference equation. Let us go into the solution of difference equation. So basically the solution of a difference equation is basically the relation between the independent and dependent variables which satisfy the difference equation. So this is what we mean by the solution of a difference equation. Now we previously found out a difference equation example, which was u of x plus 2 minus u of x plus 1 plus twice of u of x is equal to 0. Now the solution of this difference equation is of the format c1 2 to the power x plus c2 minus 1 to the power x. The solution is of this format. So as you can see over here c1 and c2 are arbitrary arbitrary constants So now if the number of these arbitrary constants, if number of arbitrary constants in the solution is equal to the order of the difference equation, then that solution is called the general solution, or it is also known as the complete primitive. So basically we have the arbitrary constant, and if the number of these arbitrary constants in the solution is equal to the order of the difference equation, then that solution is called the general solution, or also known as complete primitive. So as you can see over here, the equation, in this equation, u of x plus 2 minus u of x plus 1 plus twice of ux equal to 0, largest argument was x plus 2, smallest argument was x. So here order was equal to 2. Also in the solution there are two arbitrary constants. So here our number of arbitrary constants is equal to the order of the difference equation, which is equal to 2, and as such this solution is called the general solution. So now if we put if C1 and C2, or rather the arbitrary constants have particular values, then that solution is called a particular solution. For example, if we have something of the format of 5 into 2 to the power x plus 7 into minus 1 to the power x, so this is a particular solution. So today we have learned about a difference equation, what is the order of a difference equation and the solution of a difference equation. We'll be learning more about the difference equation in the subsequent video. Till then, keep watching Software's classes videos for more solution and content. Thank you very much.